And welcome back. Well, if you ask me, there's a reason why home renovation shows are so popular. I totally get it. We all love that sweet satisfaction that comes with seeing a major makeover unfold.
I 100% agree.
Yeah.
And if you're like me, you put off big home improvement projects way too long.
Too long.
Yeah, well, finally, I decided to do something about it, and I invited our camera crew to document the transformation. I feel like my house has looked terrible for years, for sure months. But the thing about painting is I feel like if I have it painted, I'm just gonna have to do it again in a few years.
Sure.
How are you guys different?
Sure. We come with a 25-year warranty. Peeling, chipping, cracking, flaking, all the stuff that you see your paint doing, we warranty against it. We guarantee that you'll never have to paint again with Rhino Shield.
Why is that? Do you just put a lot of extra coats on it? Why does it last so long?
It's about 13 times thicker than the regular paint. Paint is like paper thin. Rhino Shield, when it's all said and done, is about the thickness of a credit card. So more layers, more thickness, more protection. And it's built with all the good stuff. 3M ceramics, that's the best ceramic that you can buy.
This is an exciting time because people like me get to choose the color. That's, I think, my favorite part. And I'm going with this classic white that you guys have. It's, I think, it's gonna look super sharp, fresh, clean. But really, people can go with any color under the rainbow, right?
Sure. And the best part is, when we're doing the brick, the wood, the hardy board siding you have, the trim, everything. When you tie in all these different colors that you currently have into one clean surface, it's gonna look beautiful. And when you coat the brick too, the modernizing that you do with this house, it's gonna just increase its value and just look so much cleaner and better.
It really protects my house too, doesn't it?
Sure. Especially the wood. You're seeing wood rot, peeling paint, you know, all the typical trouble stuff that we see.
So one of the biggest problem areas, it seems like, is right here around my garage.
It's very common with wood is peeling paint. So that's obvious.
So same here, right? And all up to the gutters.
Again, you have your wood trim. It's not looking very pretty. We're gonna get up there with the ladder. We're gonna check for any rot. It's hard to do so from the ground, but our crews will check for rot. And if there is any rot, we will replace it.
Here's an area where it looks like maybe water had gotten behind the wood. It swells up the wood, and as you can see, it's pulled the nails out. Now, what we'll do at Rhino Shield is cut the caulk, put screws, suck it back in, and we use a 65-year sealant.
I mean, this is an interesting one. It's almost like you can see the frame on the door. The paint almost evaporated. It actually, like, it's disappeared. It's flaking off like nothing. It's not doing anything. It's not serving a purpose.
It's not protecting my house either.
No, it's doing you a disservice, if anything.
Why is my house green on this side?
We see this often, and there's different strains of mold, mildew, algae out there. The sides of the house that don't have sun as much, which I'm sure this side is that.
Yep,
so
north side.
Tends to grow more.
And you see it up there too.
Sure.
Same thing, right?
Sure, sure. But we have an EPA registered proprietary 3-part cocktail, moldicide, mildicide, algicide. So when we clean this up with bleach and a pressure washer and we coat it, it will not come back, and if it does, it will wipe off very easy with a garden hose per se, instead of staining your walls like it is now.
In terms of the process, how long do you think this will take?
Average size house, about a week. Obviously weather conducive and whatnot, but the main part is prepping.
The first thing is the crew chief will walk around, he'll inspect your property. Secondly, they will pressure wash. Thirdly, what they'll do is they'll caulk. Wherever 2 substrates meet, they use that 65-year sealant. If they have to scrape, replace wood, that's done at that time too. Then they'll mask off and protect all your windows and doors, protect the plants. Then they'll put on that first coat, which is the adhesive primer, the sticky stuff. After that, then they'll put the top coat. That's the ceramic coating that's tinted to your beautiful white.
That's the fun part.
That's the fun part, is right. Once all the spraying is done, they'll come back, remove all the plastic off the windows. They'll do some hand touch-ups. Then they'll instruct you when they think they're going to be completed. You guys do your final walk around, and then when we leave, you're 100% happy.
While you're doing this work during this week or so that it takes, do I have to be here? Do I have to be gone?
Some people pull up a yard lawn chair, and watch us the entire process. Some people want nothing to do with it, and everywhere in between. This is absolutely nothing you have to do. We take care of everything from trimming bushes, removing stuff off the porch, removing lights. This is absolutely pain-free, and you have to do nothing.
And I still have access to my house. I can come and go whenever I want.
We're only working on the outside of your house, so it's no disruption to your daily life.
I love that. I guess my only question then is, when do we get started?
They're sitting at the coffee shop, and we just have to give them a call and tell them to come.
Well, now you've seen the first few steps. I know you're going to want to see the big reveal. Every Monday, the next few weeks, we're going to show you the progress. It is huge, trust me. Go to themorningblend.com/Rhino Shield to see it. And while you're there, be sure to look for this link to enter a big contest where you can win $5,000 toward your own home makeover.
Wow, all that mold on your house.
Oh my gosh, that's one of the things our boss said to me. He goes, I can't believe how bad your house looked. And that's one of the things I was going to say is that I think...
Because you have a nice house.
I mean, it's decent, but I think things get away from you.
Yeah.
And it's not until you go with someone who's going to paint it or do something to it that you step back and you go, whoa. Because I
wow, that was bad.
That green algae or whatever it was, that was what was really bothering me. I'm like, I have to paint.
Right.
And, you know, they were talking about their ceramic-based paint, but it has all this stuff in it that prevents that from happening again, which is so awesome.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, it's a little embarrassing. Look, the next few ones, it's going to get better.
Ooh-wee.
So, yeah, be sure to go to themorningblend.com/Rhino Shield. All right.